Hello and welcome to the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower and today we're going to be looking at this Workzone screwdriver set available from Aldi. Okay then, so here we go. It's a double XL set, screwdriver and bit set actually, so there should be quite a bit in there. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say it's the first time I've opened the box, because it isn't. I've already opened this, right, and I've already had a couple of screwdrivers out the top because I took this plastic cover off that was in there, and I got a couple out to do a job, because you know what it's like, you need a screwdriver, you can't find them anywhere. I'd had enough. I was in Aldi, I saw these, I bought the box, came back, did the thing, and I thought, right, I'll put them back in there and we'll sort a video out. Well, that was weeks ago, so I've been in and out here loads since, but I've never actually taken this out the box and had a look at all the bits and pieces that go with it. And miraculously, all the screwdrivers are still in there, so that's a plus point. Right, I'll turn it round and we'll get it out the box and have a look. Well, look at that for a smart looking set then. That'll look great on the new workbench that we've got behind there, and when everything's set up, we've got a little holder to keep them in. You can easily see if you've got bits missing or not on there. And not only is it freestanding, but if we turn it round, we've got a couple of eyes on the back there, so we can mount it to the wall if things change. Now, let's have a little look at these bits, shall we? These here, oh, before I tell you that, how to get it out the box, right? I forgot that one. To get it out the box, we had a bit of a problem. You're tipping it up, and of course everything's falling out. You can't grab it because it's pinching the sides. Open the bottom of the box, right? Held it, give it a bit of a shake, and it just dropped out. That landed on the workbench with everything in situ. So there you go, that's a top tip for you. Right, back to these little bits and pieces. Now these here, when we normally have these different sets, all your little bits, you'll pull these out. You have to push them with a screwdriver or the bit that you've got to do it, and then they're easily lost and they go around. Whereas with this, they clip here, they stay in the stand, look, so they just move backwards and forwards in the stand, and they're not tight in there. So if you are moving this around, make sure they're clipped back in properly, because you can just easily just grab them with your fingers and pull them in and out. It's no bother at all. They're not tight, they're not wedged in, they're not gripped, they're just in there as a holder. So clip those back up and that's it, done. They're a bit stiff to pull out at the moment. I think that's because they're new. But yeah, there you go. And even these ones, look, you know, even the large ones, they just pull out easily, right? So that's a great thing. All these are to be used with a large ratchet in the middle. Now, I did previously buy the Workzone ratchet set on its own. I didn't have a great time with it. The ratchet packed up first go, I think. I took it back to Aldi. They exchanged it for me, no problem at all, and I had a brand new one. However, that's down my other workshop, so this will come in handy up here. Now, not only does that fit all of these going across here, but it also fits these as well, the little hex fittings there. So if you've got any nuts and bolts that you need to undo, it'll fit on there. They range from 6mm up to about 13mm, I think. So, and they've got the all elusive 10mm in there. That's the one we always lose. So another 10mm socket is always a good thing to have. So that can go back in there, and that's basically all of these covered. You've got Torz bits, you've got Pozi bits, you've got Phillips bits, you've got the squares off bits, you've got everything in there. It'll be a good set, really. I can see it getting a lot of use in our workshop. Now, turn around and have a look at these. We've got the electrical screwdrivers. There's two there. These are obviously insulated as well. I wouldn't want to put them to the test, mind, but they are insulated. So we've got a Pozi and a flathead there on these, and then we move down to the front, and we've got these, I don't know what they call these precision screwdrivers or what they are. They're just, you know, for doing little bits and pieces. Now, in this modern day and age, we don't use the screwdrivers very often, apart from when we need one, and we've got to lay our hands on one. That's why I got the set. But when we can use impact drivers, drills, guns, whatever we've got, we can use. But when we're messing around with little things, intricate things, we need these screwdrivers. When I'm messing around with small engine components and things, we need these, and we need them to be good and strong. Okay, so these will get a lot of use, and obviously we'll be able to put them to the test. There's a lot of these in here. They've got even the Torx bits, look, they're tiny, so when we're dealing with some engines, they'll come in useful. Now, I've never seen these before, and these are cranked over screwdriver bits. So I don't know if you're ever struggling to get in anywhere or what exactly they're for. I'm not 100% sure. I should always think if you've got a screwdriver, if you can get that in, you can probably get a screwdriver in to do it, unless it's like you're working blind and you've got to go down somewhere and do it quarter turn. They're in there, they're useful. I'll tell you what, you never know you need these things, do you, until you need them. That's it. And if they're there, well, we can always use them. Now, we'll have a look at the larger screwdrivers. Starting on the top, this is the one I've already had. In fact, this is the one I've already had out. Look, you can see it's probably faded on the top compared to that one. Because once they come out of the box, man, I've got to keep hold of this stand because they need to be in there and accounted for. Otherwise, they'll just be lost around the workshop. But let's have a look at these, right? They're nice, solid. They're moulded plastic, but with a nice like rubber grip on there, so a good feel. I think they might have a magnetic head as well, which they have. So nice and strong. They look strong, whether they are or not, only time will tell. There's some big beefy ones up there as well. So what's this? That's 150mm slotted. So there you go. It's 12 by 8 it says on there. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that means, but that's the largest flathead one that we've got in there. We've got some different flathead ones. We've got Pozi screwdrivers. We've got Phillips screwdrivers, and over here, we've got, what have we got? We've got a small square drive, right, over there. I'm not sure what that's for. If you know, let me know. And we've got some Torx bits as well. So the Torx are in there. Now, they come in handy. More and more things that we buy and that we're servicing have these Torx on. There's another square one down there. I'm not sure what they come in handy for, but we've got them in. We've got 3 actually. 3 of those squares in different size. And the Torx ones, we've got the T25, T20 and T30, which are probably about as much as we need. If you're going a bit larger, it's normally on automotive stuff, and you'll need something a bit more robust than these anyway. So that's that. Right, I'll just get one of these out and I'll just show you. I think I've got a little solar light somewhere I can take the back off, and we'll just make sure that these work all right and they actually do what they say they're supposed to do. Okay, there's one of my little solar lights. We use these outside the workshop just when we're coming back here at night. We've got to bring anything back just so we've got a little bit of light out there. And they've always got tiny screws in the back, and these are the ones that you really need a screwdriver for. You're no good with an impact driver on there or anything else. You need something tight. So I've gone with a PH0 times 50mm. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it fits the slot all right. Okay, they're actually crossed, so they are Phillips ones. They're not Pozi ones. A Pozi one is when it's starred. So I don't know if I've got one in here. Oh, we've even got some tiny Torx bits. Look at that. So yeah, the Pozi ones, if I can show you the difference quickly. Oh, there you go. That's a starred one, and that's starred all the way round. Whereas a Phillips one, you might think it looks the same, but it's not. It's just a simple cross. I don't know if I can find some bigger ones in there for that. Let's have a look. That's it. That's a PZ2. That's probably about as big as we'll go for these. So there's a PZ2. You can see that up against the camera. Oh, and if I can get this one out. And that's a Phillips. So there's the Phillips, that's the cross, just a simple cross on there, and you can probably see there's a bit more definition on that one, a bit more starring on there. So that's the difference with those, just a slightly different fitting. And now I put all these back in so I can find them another day. Eh? I've already lost my space. Right, back to the job in hand. Let's take this off here. Now, what I did notice is we've got a nice little spinny top on here. So when we're moving these round, you need to put a bit of pressure on. You can, and you can rest that in the palm of your hand and spin it round with ease, which is always great. I'll do this. You see how tiny these screws are when I knock them out. There's nothing to them, is there? And the worst thing is with these screws is use a screwdriver, because you can't find one anywhere. Use a screwdriver that's too big, and when it's too big, you start to round the head off on the screw, and then you need a different screwdriver to get in there and to start messing around with, and before you know it, the whole thing's no good. You can't get the screws in and you can't get the screws out. So that's it. And then that's the inside. If you're just wondering, just for the video, that's the inside of one of these solar lights. We've just got a little battery in there, tiny little circuit board, picks up the sun from there. We've got a sensor on the front, and there's the LED light on the back. And then you can see how small these screws are. And you know what? They are magnetic, and they're all magnetic. So you can see that, and it picks them up. So it's all right taking them off. Let's see how well they go back in. You can pick one up on the end of the screwdriver, look, like so. Pop it in. Hey, easy as that. I could do this all day. So there you go. So that's that. Right, well, I've finished these off. I'll just say thanks very much for watching the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you can. That would be great. If you got anything nice to say, pop it in the comment section below. If you know anything more about these bits in here that I don't, also let me know. And if there's anything else from Aldi that you'd like to see, you can pop that in as well. Follow me across all the social media channels, and you'll be able to interact with me direct. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.